Dad. This is my favorite story time. Under the bed in my secret fort, and I'm gonna read.
Oh, what's up? Welcome, Pinocchio! Hi, hello! Konnichiwa! Let's meet Pinocchio! You ready?
Pinocchio! This is a very special reading for all the boys and girls, all the kids in Italy. Ciao! Ciao, everyone! And for all the boys and all the girls in the entire whole wide world. That's so many of us. That's right. You ready? So this is the story about Pinocchio. Have you ever wondered if wishes really do come true? Well, they do. And I, Jimmy Cricket, have seen it happen. Let me tell you about it. One starry night in my travels took me to a tiny shop owned by Geppetto, the woodcarver. What's a woodcarver? Well, it's a guy that makes things out of wood. Have you ever seen cool little wooden animals and stuff? That's what Geppetto, the Italian woodmaker, did. So Geppetto was working on a puppet that looked exactly like a little boy because he didn't have any children. So Geppetto, the gentleman, the Italian woodmaker, put the last dab of paint on the wooden boy puppet. He put eyes and eyebrows and a nose and a smile, and then he put on a bow and suspenders and shoes and a hat. Oh, he looks so cute like a little boy. So Geppetto took Pinocchio down off the workbench and danced. And the little puppet danced all across the wooden floor when he pulled on his strings. That's so cute. Look at the little puppet go. He's raising his hands up to the right. He's raising his hands up to the left. And he's marching his little feet. Everyone raise your right hand up. Raise your left hand up. Raise your right foot up. Raise your left foot up. Everyone dance to the right and left, because that's what Pinocchio was doing. And Figaro the cat wasn't sure that he liked the little new puppet boy who clumped and clattered all around the shop, but Geppetto was lonely and he liked his little Pinocchio very much. Figaro wouldn't mind if he got some attention, the cat. Just before going to sleep, Geppetto looked out the window into the starry night. Oh, look, Fiergo! That's the cat. The wishing star. Do you know what I wish for, Fiergo? I wish that my little Pinocchio might become a real boy. And with that, Geppetto drifted happily off to sleep. A very nice thought, I said, as I settled down to bed in an empty matchbox. But wishes like that never come true. Everyone make a wish. Everyone make a wish. What do you wish? Look out the window and wish, wish, wish. Do you have your wish? I have my wish. Yay! Does everyone have their wish? I know what I'm wishing for. Okay, so moments later, the room filled with light, and there stood a beautiful blue fairy. She tapped Pinocchio with her magic wand. Shoo, shoo, shoo. The little puppet made a pine wake. The gift of life is thine. Then Pinocchio moved. I can move! I can talk! How is this possible? La, 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 la. Because tonight Geppetto wished for a real boy. The puppet turned into a real boy with the magic of the blue fairy. Geppetto's a real boy? How? But remember, Pinocchio warned the blue fairy, you're not a real boy yet. First you must prove yourself brave, truthful, and unselfish. And you must learn to choose between right and wrong. But how would I know? I will help him, Miss Fairy, I said, jumping into the workbench. In that case, Mr. Cricket, I appoint you Pinocchio's conscience. And with that, she vanished. So that's me, Jimmy Cricket. I am Pinocchio's conscience. He needs to know from right from wrong. So that's how I came into the story, my friends. Oh, the boy needs to know right from wrong. So when Geppetto woke up and saw Pinocchio walking and talking, he was amazed. It's my wish come true. Oh, Pinocchio, my boy, I am so happy. Me too, Father. And the two of them danced around the shop, laughing and merrily. Everyone raise your right hand up. Raise your left hand up. Raise your right foot up. Raise your left foot down. And everyone turn a circle and go click, click, click. So the next morning, Geppetto sent Pinocchio off to school. But there was trouble hiding along the way. A sly fox and a crafty cat convinced Pinocchio that the place for a puppet without strings was a theater. And they steered Pinocchio away from school and off to Stromboli, the puppet master. Ooh, Stromboli! Stromboli put Pinocchio into his puppet show that very day. The audience poured in to see the little puppet who could sing and dance completely without strings. Yes, sir. Pinocchio was a big hit. I told him he ought to be in school, but he wouldn't listen. Besides, he was making so much money that I figured I must be wrong. Little did I know. Jimmy Crickets, who am I?
Well, right now, everyone should be at school, at home, online, until we're allowed to go back to school. Yay! Learning is fun online. Insert Boy's wagon after the show, the greedy puppet master took all of Pinocchio's money and then locked him up in a cage.
This will be your new home, my little wooden gold mine. Pinocchio shook the bars of this cage.
No, I don't want to be back. I want to go home. Let me out. Let me out of this cage.
But Straw only laughed and slammed the wagon door. Ho, ho, ho! I found poor Pinocchio crying in the dark. I should have listened to you, Jimmy the Cricket. Now I guess I'll never get home.
So poor Pinocchio was locked up in the cage by the evil Stromboli, who owned the theater show. Oh no! Oh.
And Pinocchio was crying. Just then the blue fairy reappeared. Pinocchio tried to cover up his predicament by lying, but with each lie his wooden nose grew longer and longer.
You see, Pinocchio, a lie keeps growing until it's as plain as the nose on your face.
I'll forgive you this once, but this is the last time I can help you. She waved her wand, and in a twinkling, Pinocchio's nose was back to normal and the cage door opened.
Oh my gosh, his nose grew so long. Did you see that when he lied to her? Oh my gosh.
As we headed for home, Pinocchio heard about a wonderful place called Pleasure Island, where the boys were allowed to break windows, smoke cigars, and stay up late. It sounded fishy to me, but Pinocchio wanted to go. He climbed aboard a coach full of noisy, foolish boys. All I could do was tag along. Woohoo! Woohoo! At Pleasure Island, Pinocchio tried to join all those rowdy boys and girls in wrecking furniture, throwing mud balls, and playing pool. I knew this wasn't a good place, so I tried to stop Pinocchio leaving. Look at yourself! How could you ever expect to be a real boy?
Ah, gee, Jimmy Cricket. A guy only lives once, you know. I want to go to the beach, the ocean, the park. All right, stay. Make a fool of yourself. Dinner left.
As I headed back for the boat dock, I noticed some sinister men herding frightened little donkeys into crates. The strange part was that the donkeys were wearing boys' clothing, and some were crying, "Mama, Mama," then hit me. These were bad boys that had turned into donkeys. I had to get Pinocchio off Pleasure Island and fast. They were stealing the children and dressing them up as donkeys.
Oh, no, that's not cool.
I dashed back to the pool room hollering, "Come on, Pinocchio, we've got to get you out of here. The boys, they've all been turned into donkeys." But I was too late. Pinocchio was already sprouted donkey ears and a towel.
Oh, Jimmy, what will I do? Help me! I've got donkey ears and a donkey tail.
We've got to get away from here before you get any worse. Follow me, Pinocchio. We ran all the way to the water's edge, down to the sea, and swam for the mainland. Pinocchio pulled himself from the water, still wearing ears and a tail, but was glad he had escaped. "Pleasure Island, let's go home," Jimmy said. "I want to see my father." Oh, why did I want to go out and play so bad? I just wanted to dance and sing and play. When we arrived at Geppetto's workshop, the place was locked, and Geppetto was gone. Just then, a magic dove flew by and dropped a note.
Pinocchio, it's about your father. It says he went looking for you and was followed by a well-named monstro. Oh, no! Pinocchio's father looked for him and a whale got him. Oh, no.
Poor Pinocchio thought his father was done for, but I read on. Wait, he's alive! It says he's been living inside the well at the bottom of the sea. Pinocchio squared his shoulders. Whale or no whale, I've got to find my father and rescue him.
But Pinocchio, it's dangerous. This monster can swallow whole ships.
I've got to help him. I've got to go, Jimmy. Goodbye. With that, Pinocchio ran to a high cliff over the ocean. He tied a rock to his tail and jumped into the water. The rock took Pinocchio to the ocean floor where he began to search for Geppetto.
Father, where are you? I'm here. I'm sorry I ran away. I love you. I should have obeyed you. I should have listened to you. You know what's best for me. Father, where are you? I'm here.
And Pinocchio was swimming through the water. Pinocchio's search wasn't long. Monstro was busy swallowing up tuna fish for a meal, and Pinocchio swept into Monstro's big belly with the fish, his mouth open wide, and Pinocchio was swept right inside the big whale's mouth.
Geppetto was surprised. Pinocchio, my boy, I'm so happy to see you. Me too, Father. I've come to save you. No, Pinocchio, there's no way out. Monster only opens his mouth when he's eating. Then everything comes in. Nothing goes out. Even the cat was there. Meow, meow. So they were all trapped in the belly of the whale. Oh, no! What can they do? Suddenly, Pinocchio had a tremendous idea. Father, we'll build a big fire, and the smoke will make Monstro sneeze. Pinocchio and Geppetto started a blaze and then climbed onto a raft while the smoke curled up towards Monstro's nose. The giant whale sniffed and snorted. Oh, 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 achoo! The smoke whirled, the sneeze, and then they sailed right out of that big whale's mouth. Pinocchio and Geppetto had escaped safely, but Monstro was angry and was being tricked. He raced toward the tiny raft with a terrified look in his eyes. Roar, roar! Geppetto and Pinocchio hurriedly used the oars to try to get their raft to go to shore. Paddle, son, he will crush us. Come on. Monstro dove underwater and then came up fiercely underneath the raft. Pinocchio and Geppetto were thrown into the air as the raft broke into 1,000 pieces. Geppetto floundered helplessly as he watched the furious whale turn back. Look out, my boy. Here he comes again. That whale's not giving up. Go, Pinocchio, go. Go, Geppetto, go. Go, meow, meow, go. Hurry, Father, urged Pinocchio, but Geppetto was too tired to swim anymore. I can't make it, son. Save yourself. No, Father, I won't leave you. Pinocchio grabbed Geppetto's shirt and swam bravely for shore. Just as Monstro drove with them, Pinocchio pulled Geppetto safely behind some rocks. Come on, Father, I've got you. Together we can do this. Together we can win. Together we can outsmart this. Together. Geppetto woke to find himself on the shore out of danger, but poor Pinocchio was lying deathly still in the pounding surf. Geppetto tearfully carried Pinocchio back to his workshop and laid the motionless puppet on the bed. Pinocchio, oh no! Suddenly, we heard the blue fairy's voice. Pinocchio, you've proven yourself brave, truthful, and unselfish. Awake! Pinocchio sat up to find himself changed into a real boy. Bursting with joy, he and Geppetto danced about the workshop. Put your right foot down. Put your left foot down. 1, 2, 3. Turn around. Put your right hand up. Put your left hand up. And just stop, and do a circle. They danced happily ever after and enjoyed laughing and dancing and being with your mom or your dad or your friends. And it was so cool. He turned into a real boy. The end.
I hope you liked it. Yeah, and thank you for being our friend. Hit the like buttons, give us 5 stars with a nice review, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's in the links. And if you'd like to support the podcast, buy us coffee, Sneakies, or even buy a book from Sir Herbert Sneakies collection. Thank you so much for making us a top kids podcast. We're ranked #1 all around the world. Oh my gosh, top 1%. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being our friend, Jack the Bear, Lady Twizzles, and Merlin Aber. Happy New Year, everyone. You're the best friend ever.